Good day to you all. This is coming to you from Knowledge Base. In this video, I'll be solving November 2011 Part 2 WAEC mathematics question for some students preparing for their whole level examination. Kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit notification bell so as to always get my subsequent video. Please like, comment, and share this video with your loved one. Now let's go to the real work. Good day to you all. You are welcome to this wonderful channel, Knowledge Base. In this video, I'll be solving question number 3 of WAEC Mathematics Theory November 2011 question. And in this particular question, we have it thus: cube of side 4 centimeter has the same volume as a cone with diameter 7 centimeter. Calculate correct to the nearest centimeter the height of the cone. Take pi as 22/7. All right. In this particular question, we have two solid shape. We have a cube and a cone. Now, let's move ahead to a cube. What is a cube? You can see in geometry, a cube is a three-dimensional solid object bounded by 6 squares, faces, or sides. So what do we mean by that? You can see this shape I have here is a cube. Your dice you use in playing your game is also an example of a cube that has 6 square faces, and the 3 dimensions are equal. We have this side, and this side. So they are all equal, and all the square faces are also having equal side. And for us to get the volume of a cone, the volume of a cone is sometimes you have it as length multiplied by length multiplied by length. In some books or some places, you can see that side multiplied by side multiplied by side, telling us the cube or the side of a cube are equal. And for this particular question we have here, we have been told that the side of the cube is 4 centimeter. And now we can see that the volume of the cube can be 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4 in 3 places, and that will give us 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4, and that will give us 64 cubic centimeter. 64 cubic centimeter. All right, now we are through with that. Now we need to move next to the cone. And what is a cone? A cone, we're looking at it. This is the shape of a cone, as you can see, and the volume of a cone is 1/3. Let me just show you on the screen. 1/3 pi r square h. I will explain what this really means. A cone, by definition, is a three-dimensional geometric shape that tapers smoothly from a flat base to a point called apex or vertex. You can see it has a flat base, tapers smoothly to a point we call apex or vertex. And you can see the volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r square h, and this is the same thing as 1/3 multiplied by the base area. The base area is pi r square multiplied by the height. And in the question, we're given the diameter of the base of the cone, but the height is not given, and that is what they ask us to find the height of the cone. And note that the cube has the same volume as the volume of the cone. All right, so we need to look at this cone. You can see this is a cone, and the cone has the height and it has the radius. And as you all know, that the distance from the edge of this circular base to this place is the diameter. and y, the half of it from here is the radius. And now we are being told that the diameter is 777 centimeter. So now we need to get the radius of this cone. And for us to get the radius of the cone, we have the radius of the cone as this, d divided by 2. That is half of the diameter. Diameter is this. Half of it is the radius. And you can see we have r is equal to d divided by 2. And where our d is 7. And 7 divided by 2, we have it here as our radius. All right, let's move ahead and solve this question further. Note that we were told that the volume of the cube is equal to the volume of the cone. And what is the volume of the cone? And what is the volume of the cube? We've already gotten the volume of the cube here as 64. And this is the volume of the cone. So we can just equate these two together. And how do we do that? Just follow me step by step as I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. And now you have it at this 64, yeah, equal to 1 over 3 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by 7 over 7 multiplied by 7 over 7 multiplied by height. Now what do we mean by that? Let me just take a while to explain this. All right, this 64 is the volume of the cube, and this is it. And this 1 over 3 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by 7 over 2 multiplied by 7 over 2 multiplied by the height is the volume of the cone, as we can see here. This 1 over 3, we have it here. This pi is taken as 22 over 7, we have it here. And this radius square, we have it here. Radius is 7 over 2, and we have it 7 over 2 multiplied by 7 over 2. That is what r square means, multiplied by height, and that is what we need to find. Now let's try to simplify this equation a little bit. We can say 7 cross out 7 here, and we have 2 goes here. You can say 1, and 2 goes in 22. That should be 11. All right, so now let's go ahead and write out the remaining equation we have after this division. So we have it this way. That is fine. As you can see that in the above equation we have 11 left, and we have 1 here, 11 over 1. We have 1 over 3, 1 over 3 here, and we have this one cross out. We have 7 over 2 here, 7 over 2 here, multiplied by the height of the cone, everything equal to 64, which is the volume of the cube, and we have been told that the volume of the cube is equal to the volume of the cone. Now let's go ahead and simplify this equation further. So how do we do that? Now we can just multiply, because there's nothing that goes in each order here. So we can say 1 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 7, and that will give us 77, and then 3 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 2, that will give us 6. And this h is on top here, is going to multiply all the 3 number at the numerator. So we have 77h at the numerator, and we have 6 at the denominator. All right, let me just write that out so that you can have understanding of what I'm talking about. You can see it now that we have 66 equal to 77h divided by 6. Now what we need to do, we need to find the value of h. And how do we get that? Let's try to eliminate this 6 at this denominator. Now how do we eliminate this 6? We need to multiply through this equation by 6. All right, when we multiply through this equation by 6, we are going to have something like this. All right, you can see it now. 6 multiplying through the equation. You can see the 6 here and the 6 here, multiplying both sides by 6. And now let's try to simplify further. Here we can say 6, and this 6 cross out each other. Now here we have 6 multiplied by 64. 6 multiplied by 64, you can just punch that in your calculator, that 6 multiplied by 64. And what do we have? We have is a 384. 384, and that is 5. So we have a 384 here will be equal to 77-ish. 384 equal to 77-ish. And note, we need to find the value of ish. So from that, let me just have it here for you, that 384 is equal to, what is that? 77-ish. 77-ish. All right. Okay. So we have 384 equal to 77-ish. Now we need to get the value of ish in question. So how do we get the value of ish? Now we can just say divide through this equation we have here, divide through by 77, so that we can eliminate this 77. And how do we do that? When you divide through by 77, let me show you what you are going to have. We have ish equal to 384 divided by 77. 384 divided by 77. And in the question, say correct to the nearest centimeter. That means we're going to have it in a whole number. All right, so you can quickly punch this out in your calculator. Let's punch it out in our calculator. 384 divided by 7. And what do we have? Oh, sorry, excuse me, that is 384, all right, divided by 77. And what do we have? Correct, we have 4.987, and 4.987 approximately to a whole number is going to give us 5. It's going to give us 5. So let me just put that on the screen for you to see. That is fine. You can see we have 4.9 blah 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 blah, and this, what we're concerned about is this number, and this next number after the decimal point, the digit after the decimal point, is higher than 5, and we can round it up to 1 and add it to this 4, and we have it at 5 centimeter. I hope you find this question very interesting, and I will be going ahead in solving the next question, which is 3b. Just follow me and keep enjoying the channel. Question 3b says thus: in the diagram, O is the center of the circle, radius 14 centimeter. If the length of the minor arc XY is 36 centimeter, calculate the area of the minor sector OXY. Takes pi as 22/7. This is the circle we're talking about, and this is the length of the minor arc, which is X coming like this to Y is 36 centimeter, and the radius of the circle is O down to Y 14 centimeter, or O down to X 14 centimeter. Now the question says that calculate the area of the minor sector OXY, which is OXY. So that is the minor sector we need to calculate, and you can see just this place, or this place, or this place. That is the minor sector we need to calculate its area. Now, for us to calculate the area of the minor sectors, we need to look at this. Now, the area of a minor sector, area of a sector, in mathematics is theta over 360 pi r square. Theta over 360 pi r square. As you can see, theta over 360 pi r square. Now, that is what we need to do to get the area of the sector. But looking at the question given to us, theta is not given. And what do we mean by theta? Theta is this angle we're looking at, this particular angle. This angle is not given. It's not given. So we need to find this particular angle in order for us to get the area of the minor sector that the question asks us to find. Now, how do we go? Now, when you look at this sector, the length of arc has been given as 36 centimeters. And the formula to calculate the length of arc is theta over 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. Theta over 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. Now, the length of arc has been given, and the radius, we know it, we know pi, and we know the length of arc. That means we can easily get our theta here and substitute it into this place to get the area of the sector we need to find. Now, follow me step by step on how to get that. Now, the length of arc has been given as 36, and when you try to slot in the given value into this length of arc equation, what do we have? Now, what we're going to have is going to look like this. That is fine. So you can see that 36, which is the length of arc, has been given in the question, 36 centimeters, equal to theta over 360 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by 14, which is this r, and the r has been given as 14 centimeters. Alright, now let's go ahead from this place and try to simplify this equation further. Now, how do we do that? Looking at this, we can cross this. 7 goes here, 1, 7 goes here, excuse me, 7 goes there, it's going to be 2. Alright, so it's going to be 2, right? Correct, it's going to be 2. So yeah, we have it as 2. Now let's go ahead and write out the remaining value in the above equation. We have it at this. That is fine. So this 36, we still have it here. Theta over 360 is here. This 2, we have it here. 22, we have it here. And this 2, we have it here. Now, what we need to do is to simplify further. To do that, we can say 2 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 2 will give us 88. And we can write out our equation as this. 36 equal to 88 theta over 360. As we can see, 36 equal to 88 theta over 360. That is theta multiplied by 2 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 2. That will give us 88 theta over 360, and everything equal to 36. Alright, let me just rule this particular place to demarcate the screen. Alright, now let's go ahead with solving this question. Remember, we want to get the value of theta. This theta, when we get the value of theta from the length of arc, we can substitute it into the area of the minor sector to find the area of the minor sector that the question has us to calculate. Alright, so let's move ahead with this. And here, now what do we do here? The first thing we need to do in this equation is to multiply through by 360, or you cross multiply. This 36 is the same thing as 36 divided by 1, and here we can cross multiply. When you cross multiply, that means 1 multiplied by 88 theta, and then 36 multiplied by 360. So what do we have by that? We're going to have 36 multiplied by 360, everything equal to 88 theta, and that is fine. Now, what next thing we need to do is that we're going to multiply 36 by 360, and 36 multiplied by 360, what we have for that? You can easily punch that on your calculator. All right, let me just quickly do that for us here, because you can easily punch 360, 36 multiplied by 360, your calculator, you have it as that is 12,960. 12,960. So that means 36 multiplied by 360 will give us 12,960 equal to 88 theta. Theta. So you have it at B. That is correct. Now for us to get the value of theta, this theta, for us to get the theta, what we need to do, we can divide through by 88. So 88, we cross out this, we have theta here. So if we divide through by 88, what are we going to have? We're going to have 12,960 divided by 88, as we have it here. That is fine. And when we have 12,960 divided by 88, let's punch that in our calculator. We have 12,960 divided by 88. What are we going to have? We have 147.27227. So we can write that. We can write that down as this, and you can approximate it to be 147 degree. Remember, we are looking for theta, and this theta is this angle, and angle always be in degree. So we have this 147.27 is approximating to 147 degree. Now we've gotten the value of this theta, which is the angle, and then we can substitute these directly into this equation, and then we can easily get the area of the minor sector that the question asks us to find. All right, good. So let's quickly do that and find the area of the sector that the question has us to find, so far that we have gotten the value for our theta as 147. All right, so now we can now substitute, write down the area of the minor sector at this. Now let's substitute all our value into here. We've already known our theta as 147. We know our radius as what? 14 centimeter. So let's substitute all our value into this equation to get the area of the minor sector they has us to get. Now when you substitute all your value into that, you get this. So you have 147, which is our theta, divided by 360 multiplied by pi. Our pi is 22/7 multiplied by our radius square, which is 14 multiplied by 14. All right, so when we have this, let's try to simplify this equation and see what we are going to get. Here we can say 7 goes here, 1, and then we can say 7 goes here, which is going to be what? 2. All right, so now we can try to simplify further by writing out the value of what is left in this above equation, and what we're going to have is 147 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 14, all divided by 360. Alright, so we have it as this: 147 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 2 by 14 divided by 360. So what we need to do, let's punch all these in our calculator to know the value it's going to give to us. Alright, so we can punch out this in our calculator as 147 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 14. And what do we have? We have what? 90552. 90552. Alright, so now when we have 90552 divided by 360, we have it as this, and then we are going to divide 90552 by 360. We have it here. Now let's divide it to know the area of the minor sector that the question has up to find. So when you try to do that, we can also punch that in our calculator, as we have 90552 divided by 360. Let's see what we have. All right, so we have 251.53333. 251.53333, and that we can write that in a whole number to be 252 centimeter square. As you can see, we have the answers 251.5333. So we can approximate these because this 5, the next digit after the decimal point is 5. So we can round it up as 1 and bring it to this place and add that 1 to this, and to give us 252 centimeter square. We have it in centimeter square because we are looking for the area of a minor sector, so area will be in centimeter square. I hope you get what we have done in this particular question. All right, so thank you for this watching this channel, and like I told you, always subscribe anytime you come across this channel, and please don't forget to hit your notification bell so that you can get my subsequent video. All right, thank you very much for watching.